You are now watching Crumb TV.
You're watching Crumb TV.
This is Prema Osset in Los Angeles, Leimert Park, and you are now watching Crumb TV.
You are watching Crumb TV.
We're watching Crumb TV.
You are now watching Crumb TV. So subscribe.
I am the Grand Sheikess, Unity Temple number 80, More Science Temple of America, and you are watching Crumb TV.
Yo, this is that kid 179. You're now watching Crumb TV.
Crumb TV.
If you could, please repeat after me. Peace, Ashe, Islam, Namaste, Hotel, Grand Rising, Assalamu alaikum, Walaikum salam, Bom dia, Oseo, Halito, Wagwan, what up though, Rahubet, Unjambo, Sak Passe, Shalom. Whatever the greeting is in your respective language, I am your humble brother Crumb, here for another installation of Crumb TV. You already know what it is, family. This video is called Jada Pinkett Was Right. But before I get into that, I want to do what I do best, and that's put some respect on your name by acknowledging the first responders. But my thing's not letting me see how many people are first responders, and it's also not letting me see the comments. Very, very peculiar. I can't make heads or tails. Let me just check. Yeah, my joint say 42 people watching. I don't know. My joint saying 0 on this side. I can only acknowledge the first 2. Sorry, forgive me, everybody else. So for the sake of time, we'll only do the first 2, and that's all I got for you. Number 1 in the building, you already know what it is, family. It's Conscious Connect. She says, uh-oh, spicy. Spicy? I was thinking zesty. Spicy's good. I think zest, it's something about these words. Tangy, zesty, it's spicy too. Screw it. That's all good. Number 2 in the building of this perfect trifecta, which we only got 2 today because I can only see 2. It's Empress Thickness. I love that name. I really wish I could see a profile picture. Lord knows. Let me stop. Okay, she says, the crying emoji. Pick got me rolling. Family, I don't even want to get into this picture, but obviously we're going to have to address the elephant in the room. I really wish I could see what you guys are saying, because my question is, and this is a rhetorical question. For anybody who has never heard the term rhetorical question, a rhetorical question is an obvious question that has an obvious answer. Do people breathe? Do birds fly? Is water wet? Is the sky blue? I don't know. Just the obvious question. So my rhetorical question, my obvious question is, this thumbnail, does it suggest that Will Smith is zesty? Is he tangy? Is he spicy? I don't know. Well, okay, you know what? Obviously, I don't know, but I definitely have a great suspicion. I think that's the most respectful way I can put it. Great suspicion. But with that said, I wanted to get right into it. I don't want to hold you too long. The minister should be on his way in just a second, so that's coming in just a second. But let me I did this video maybe, it might be a year ago now. I did a video a year ago, and I debuted some information. And for your sake, I'll debut it again. I told you guys a year ago that Will Smith had a relationship from way back in the day with Dwayne Martin. So now Will Smith's best friend / secretary just did a tell-all interview with Tasha K, where he confirmed that he walked in on who? Well, Crumb told you first. Dwayne Martin um doing whatever to Will Smith. Let me play this and see if I get your thoughts. Hopefully my joint don't be janky, but I'm probably earning a janky audio reputation. So let's see what I got.
Will Smith is firing back at claims that he and Diddy organized gay Hollywood parties where closeted A-listers can go wild behind closed doors.
His eyes welled up with tears, and he said, "You really think I'm holding you back?" And I was like, I had like committed, so I had to double down.
Rumors about Will Smith being gay are nothing new. However, new allegations appeared on social media about Will being involved in organizing wild gay parties with the Diddy.
I like when you like this, Daddy. Yeah, when you put my Daddy, I like when you scrambling and scraping. No, I like that. I'll be practicing. I got
But what did Will say about these allegations? What exactly is his connection to Diddy? Well, this rabbit hole runs deep, so let's jump right into it.
And he paused, and he looked over at his lawyer. He said, "Let him go. You're free today." And I was like...
Rumors that Will Smith is a closeted gay man are once again making headlines, and this time, Will's also facing new allegations of throwing decadent gay parties with other Hollywood stars, including Diddy.
Yeah, that picture there, they was at that party that day. Yeah, it's just like a bunch of weird, that whole... Yeah, that's weird, dude. Yeah, bunch of... it ain't right. You know what I'm saying? I'm not no gay basher or nothing. I mean, none of that shit. That shit ain't right, you know what I'm saying? That whole party was weirdoed out.
Now, before we talk about what Will had to say about these allegations, let's go over some context first, because there's a lot to unpack here.
Diddy deserves his own videos. People work for him.
When Will starred in the comedy drama 6 Degrees of Separation, playing a gay con artist.
Hold on, please, I need yours. It's been wonderful seeing you.
Oh, no, stay.
The script called for Will to kiss his co-star, Anthony Michael Hall. However, Will made the writers remove that scene. Shortly after the film came out, Will admitted in an interview with E.T. that this was an immature move on his part, and claimed he was scared to kiss another man on screen because he worried what his friends in Philly are going to think about it. However, rumors soon started circulating that the real reason Will refused to film a gay kiss scene was because he was afraid of drawing attention to his own sexuality. Also, in a 2020 interview, Will contradicted his previous claims about not being fully committed to the role and claimed he went full method for 6 Degrees of Separation.
So I did method acting on 6 Degrees of Separation. And essentially method acting is when you submerge yourself for extended periods of time, confining yourself only to the thoughts of the character, right? So at a stretch when I was doing 6 Degrees of Separation, I took 9 days without breaking character.
What's also interesting is that shortly before he started filming 6 Degrees of Separation, Will got married to his first wife, Cherie Zampino, and they divorced less than 3 years later. And in 2016, transgender activist and actress Alexis Arquette made a bombshell claim that Cherie filed for divorce after she discovered Will in bed with record executive Benny Medina. Alexis made these claims shortly after Jada and Will announced they'd boycott the Oscars over a lack of diversity. They even tried to rally other black actors and actresses to join them in their boycott. So in response, Alexis took to Facebook and slammed them both for being hypocrites, writing, "When Jada comes out as gay and her beard husband admits his first marriage ended when she walked into him servicing his sugar daddy Benny Medina, then I will listen to them." Alexis went on to describe how Will threw a fit on the set of 6 Degrees of Separation when he was required by the scene to kiss Anthony Rapp.
Let me just add some context right there for the family who doesn't know. But 6 degrees of separation is a saying. It's a saying. Oh, well, Minister of Information, the minister is with us. Peace and love, good minister. How are you?
All is well, brother. Can you hear me? Okay?
Yep, I can hear you really good.
I'm gonna let you get your point out, but I want to also point out we got to pull up that clip from Professor Griff. Professor Griff, I got it on my Instagram page, but Professor Griff had pointed that shit out a long time ago. When Griff was explaining, he was going in the line. He's talking about this shit go back to Quincy Jones, bro. This shit go back to Quincy Jones, man. Professor Griff had said that Quincy Jones tried to pop Tupac in the ass because Tupac was fucking with Quincy Jones' daughter.
Correct.
Which his daughter was best friends with Aaliyah. And we'll get up, you know what I'm saying? So what the point he pointed out was that scene with Tupac in the tub with all those that gold jewelry on. There was a room full of fucking men in there watching niggas do that shit. There was his initiation there. But he said if you follow the fucking trail of Quincy Jones, who signed who? Will Smith. Who else did he sign? He signed Queen Latifah. Who else? Tavin Campbell or Sugar Ass. So he was just showing you like the transition from Quincy Jones to Will Smith, and it wasn't until Quincy Jones popped Will in the ass, and then we got the TV show, The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, which Will Smith he ran the Black and Viv off the set because he had control through Quincy. I just want to point that shit out though. I thought that was cool that Griff. It was a while ago Griff said that.
Now, I want to abandon my thought and go to that real quick. When the minister says Professor Griff, I need y'all to understand. Professor Griff is the public enemy of the group Public Enemy. In fact, if you take out Quincy Jones, nobody in that group is a public enemy. Flavor Flav is not a public enemy.
Nah, he a clown.
Thank you. Chuck D is not. Chuck D is backing Bernie. Anybody backing Bernie Sanders is not a public enemy. So here, let me just put this out there real quick. Family, the Minister of Information's YouTube channel is the Minister, parentheses, M.O.I. Close parentheses. Put some respect on his name. Go smash that subscribe button. What are you talking about? Okay, sorry about that.
For sure.
So yeah,
but we have to examine this shit with Will. Okay, so you had, I think, 6 Degrees of Separation was a little bit. This is his debut acting career because Will Smith was a rapper. Remember, he wasn't even an actor.
Well,
but
let me back up just a little bit. Will Smith is probably one of the leading rappers of this time. Remember, Will Smith is the first rapper to ever win a Grammy. He's the first rapper. So now he's on a global, well, let's say national stage as a rapper. And he's ready to go to the next level. He's ready to go through the gate. Now for him to go through the gate, the gatekeeper, the handler, if you will, is going to be Quincy Jones. And not public enemy, but Professor Griff, who, when I say he's the public enemy, I mean he's the one who's not going to bite his tongue. He's not going to accept any rituals on him. Actually, because a lot of these people who put your Quincy Jones in place, a lot of those people are Yehudi people. And if you know what I mean when I say Yehudi, family, can you type that in so maybe the rest of the family who doesn't know, they could kind of catch up with us. So the Yehudi person who Professor Griff went against, who broke up Public Enemy, was the same Yehudi person that Dame Dash went against, who broke up Rockefeller Records, and his name is Leor Cohen. That's getting off the point, but nonetheless. So Quincy Jones, no, I'm sorry. So Will Smith is ready to go to the next level, which is going to the small screen, which we call TV. What does he have to do to get to the small screen? He has to go through Quincy Jones, the founder of Motown Records. He was the one who brought you Michael Jackson. I think he produced the Thriller album. A lot of big accolades.
Right, because Michael was fucking his daughter. Not Michael, Jermaine. One of them niggas was fucking with his daughter, remember?
Right, correct. And I'm gonna have to give Jermaine his own video because Jermaine is the one of those grimiest people of that day. But I don't want to get too sidetracked. So I'm sorry, excuse me. So Will goes through Quincy Jones, and Quincy Jones does a ritual on Will Smith, um, to allow Will Smith to get onto the small screen, which is his TV show Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, which
Yep.
arguably was a classic. I can still watch
It
it
is.
today.
It is.
Okay.
It
Okay. So now Will Smith gains super Uber means a lot, family. I know when I say Uber, you think of the car. I mean, Uber just means something official. He received Uber accolades
Let me
for
tell you why, though.
Fresh.
Hold on. Let me tell you
I'm
why.
sorry.
Sorry, let me interject real quick.
Please.
As you're making that statement now, remember who Will Smith was surrounded by on that set. Because Will Smith was no goddamn actor. You just said that yourself. He was a fucking rap star, right?
Correct. Correct.
Take from me, Paris Just to Understand, and motherfucking The Summertime Jam, which is still a classic, and he gets paid royalties off of the Fresh Prince intro. By the way, that's
Oh,
his
I
shit.
didn't know that.
Yeah, he got to get paid royalties. That's him. There's once was a time, and that's his shit. You know what I'm saying? So he got paid mad money from that. Now, Will Smith was surrounded by some of the best actors and actresses you ever fucking heard of. Uncle Phil, that dude was a real actor, like Sidney Poitier, Denzel level. The Black and Viv, same way. They come from fucking what do you call it in New York? Uh, the fucking theater, the Popular Theater in New York. But they come through that shit. Juilliard. These are
Right. Right.
these are
Well,
actual actors. So Will Smith, and he admitted in his interview, the guy who played Uncle Phil gave Will so much fucking game, gave him jewels, to where you're gonna see Will Smith make a transition from TV sitcom to one of his first major movies, Independence Day, because of that acting. Man, that nigga got coached on how to act the whole time. I promise you.
and I would say not to get too far off topic because we got to get into the juicy stuff, including I think a lot of us on this live owe Jada Pinkett an apology. But let me just start slow if you don't mind. So those were professional actors, and Will was not a professional actor. Will was a goofy rapper. So now Uncle Phil, we all believed Uncle Phil was everybody's uncle.
Yes.
Uncle Phil to this day, he's
Yes.
still my uncle because I grew up with Uncle Phil. Um, I want to share this real quick because Uncle Phil was a great actor and he was iconic in that particular role. A lot of us don't even know, anything else he's done. But if you go back and look, Carl Winslow, I believe Carl Winslow was from Family Matters. Listening
Yeah.
audience, please, if I'm wrong,
Yes, he
correct
is.
me.
He
Oh,
is.
okay. Well, Uncle Phil and Carl Winslow from Family Matters were lovers.
Yeah, for sure. Absolutely. 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 You think Hollywood about to have some strong heterosexual men teaching? No. Get out of here.
No, right.
Absolutely not. Those roles are reserved for thugs and hoodlums. but
mm,
you're absolutely right. In both great actors.
correct.
Awesome. Because Carl Winslow made his appearance in Beverly Hills Cop. That blew him up with Eddie Murphy.
That's right.
Listen, I do this shit all day, man. I'm telling you. So you have to follow the goddamn breadcrumbs to this shit, man. Like you have to follow it back. The point I was making with Will Smith real quick, before I pass the mic, was y'all have to understand while being, if you go back and watch like, the first season of The Fresh Prince, the shit was kind of whack, honestly. It almost didn't survive, honestly. You know what I'm saying? Because The Fresh Prince of Bel Air was also competing with other shows like Martin and other shows that were like dominating black TV. You know what I'm saying? But the point I'm making is Will Smith got introduced. He got introduced to a lot of shit when he got to Hollywood. Because as a rapper, he wasn't in Hollywood as a rapper. He didn't get put to Hollywood to become an actor. And like you said, he was under the wing of Quincy Jones. And everybody Quincy Jones has touched or brought in follow the trail. I don't want to say, but they're part of the alphabet community. Follow the trail with Quincy Jones. Go ahead, Dover.
Correct. So now Will does well in Fresh Prince of Bel Air. So now he's ready to go to the next level, and he's already been initiated by Quincy, but it's not enough. So his first movie that he stars in, and I would say it was a flop. 99% of people, I'm just assuming, 99% of people don't even know Will Smith's first movie. They only know, I'm not gonna say only, but they more famously know him for Independence Day, which was a classic as well. But
Well, let's ask the people if they know then. Let's ask them. Do anybody know? The listening audience.
listening audience, 111 if you've seen or at least heard of 6 Degrees of Separation, 222 if you never heard of it or you'll never watch it, which I would not recommend you watch it, but 111 you know about it, you've seen it, 222 I don't know, never seen it. So yeah, with that said, yeah, Will Smith had to sit his ass on the casting couch. Let's be clear, family. But
Oh shit! Who don't know what the casting couch is? If you,
family,
whoa! My turn now. If you know what the casting couch is, put XXX.
not XXX.
If you don't know what the casting couch is, put 000. If you know what the casting couch is, put XXX. If you ever heard that term or you know what it is, wow,
Yeah.
holy shit, that's hilarious. He did get on the casting couch.
Yeah, he had to sit his ass on that casting couch. So Will Smith goes for the movie 6 Degrees of Separation, and it looks like we've got a split room. Half the people have seen it, half have not. So 6 Degrees of Separation is a saying, meaning everybody in the world knows everybody in the world through six people. So there's only six, like you listening to me, there's six people that you know that lead to me. Somebody within the six people you know, one of those people personally knows me. Within the six people you know, one of those people personally knows Elon Musk. Within the six people you know, one of them personally knows Beyonce. So on and so forth, 6 degrees. So now Will Smith does a movie called 6 Degrees of Separation where he pretends to know people. And he's selling everybody a fake image. Listen, does art imitate life? I don't want to go there. But he's selling people a fake image according to the movie. In real life, is he doing that? Who knows? But so now in the movie, he is actually a alternative lifestyle man who is pretending to be a heterosexual man. And he does a kiss scene. And it's technically a grape scene because right before he engages his victim, he the victim says, hey, I don't do these things, I'm not this type of person, I don't feel comfortable, no means no. He didn't say that verbatim, but you get the picture. He didn't want to do it, and then Will Smith right before the climactic kiss says that's what makes it good, or that's what makes it enjoyable. And when I was growing up, I'm sorry, please, minister.
No, go ahead.
When I was growing up, we only referred to girls and we said we'll turn her out. But kind of on the low, guys were getting turned out as well. And in the movie, and you might not know what I mean unless you're from the hood. That's kind of a hood term. Please forgive me. But in the hood, we call that turning somebody out. So in the movie, he turns this guy out, and we all think it's a movie. Fine, whatever. But before I can continue, Minister, do you want to add something, or should I put some more up there?
No, I definitely want you to continue on that path. I want to point out though, the term turning somebody out came from prisons, and the Negroes out of prison came back to the hood with that term up because that's what you do in prison. You turn somebody out.
Teach.
Turn somebody out. That's where that come from. Please continue though.
Okay, you know what? Keep me honest. So now Will, uh, shortly after he does the movie 6 Degrees of Separation, or maybe upon the production of it, he gets married to his first wife. Yes, Will Smith has been married before. He gets married to his first wife, who was a fucking 10. She's a 10. She make Jada look like a little boy, which that's not hard to do. But his first wife is a 10, and her name is Charisse. Now, Charisse is a bum. Respectfully, when we look at Jada has a resume. She has lots of movies we've all seen and we all enjoy. I can name her movies. Will Smith's first wife is a nobody. Respectfully, you can't. We don't know her from we don't know her from anywhere. But why is that important? That's important because she divorced Will. Will didn't divorce that girl. She left him. I don't care if you're a high value man. I don't care if you're rich. Fuck your Grammy. I'm out. Now, follow me, family. The reason, allegedly, the reason, her name is Charisse. The reason Charisse divorced Will is because Charisse caught Will in bed with a guy named Benny. Let me see. Can I Google that real quick? Did Charisse find Will in bed with a guy named Benny? And I think the Benny was like the producer of 6 Degrees of Separation or whatever the case may be. So that's why she divorced him. What would make a woman leave the Garden of Eden? Well, if Adam is on some F-boy ish, then I don't want to be in paradise with you either. Um, have you heard that before, Minister? Oh, he unmuted his mic. No worries. So now,
Are you good? I can hear you now. No, I have not. I've not heard of that.
okay, no worries. So this is what made her divorce him. So after they divorced, because she found out that Will was funny money and she couldn't take it, and I don't blame her either. Y'all know I'm red pill. Y'all know I like Kevin Samuels in the game. But family, nah, bro. I'm not gonna defend you weirdos. I'm not teaming up with you weirdos. So now she divorced the high value man that all these black girls want. She finally got her millionaire, billionaire, or whatever, how much money he got, and she divorced him. And I don't know if you know this, family, but Benny Medina. Woo!
That thing.
Sharice Smith found Will Smith in bed with a man named Benny Medina, the president of Sony, and she divorced him. And he pulled a Puff Daddy, gave the bitch 30 million, and made her ass sign a gag order.
Now, listen. I want the listening audience to please pay attention to what he's saying. The dude Benny was a record executive.
Yes, sir.
You're gonna hear more and more of these record executive producers, these gatekeepers. Quincy Jones was a gatekeeper. Barry Gordy was a gatekeeper. Tyler Perry's a gatekeeper. Oprah Winfrey's a gatekeeper. Nikki already told y'all that. Huh? The comedian Monique already told you the black entertainer gatekeepers. Now, when you go to Hollywood, the black boule gatekeepers don't have the type of authority. Hollywood is a different jurisdiction. See what I'm saying? So when you go to Hollywood, you deal with people like who you just said. And you can draw the circle back to the last Yehudi you just talked about too, dealing with Dame Dash now. You can go back
Correct.
to the last Yehudi dealing with NWA. Like these Yehudis are somewhere always in the picture, and they have their little Negro cronies, the black version of the Yehudis, doing it to black people, actors, musicians alike. And that's why people in the industry will tell you. If you guys, and I'm sidebar, if you guys check out the interview with Andre 3000, Andre 3000 basically like, man, this shit sucks. It's an interview with fucking Neo. Neo said this shit sucks because it's so much bullshit. There are a lot of artists in the industry will tell you the industry is fucked up. Like it's a lot of devils in there in the industry. So you guys pay attention to what the artists are saying. Pay attention to what we're saying. Think about people like Kanye. These people are telling y'all the fucking truth. They're telling y'all the truth. So what we're talking about today, in context, is the fucking truth. They are gatekeepers. Either they're gonna pop you in the ass, man or woman. There's an interview on my Instagram page where what's his name? Noriega. Noriega was telling us Noriega was like, as an artist, you hit a certain level with money, there's two paths. It's the homosexual path or the Illuminati path. But it's two paths. Look at people like Lil Uzi Vert. What other little black boy name who got the video? Dan, what's his name? Came out a while ago.
B2K.
No. He had the video with when the video came on. He's like in the Garden of Eden and a whole bunch of
Little Nas X.
Lil Nas X, Lil Uzi Vert, Megan Thee Stallion latest video. Check that shit out. Like there's always a point or a threshold where they either lose their fucking mind, they submit to the will of these gatekeepers, or later not. There's something called an embarrassment ritual. They have to go through what's called an embarrassment ritual to go to the next level. Will Smith had his embarrassment ritual already with Chris Rock.
I think it's humiliation, but yeah, something up to that effect.
Yeah, humiliation ritual. This is Puff Daddy's humiliation ritual right here. He's going through. There's always gatekeepers. There's always clues that lead back to the same fucking people. That's the point of what I'm making. But we can go ahead and move on to the apology for Jada because we all owe. I know I do. I owe Jada a fucking apology. Like we knew, but we didn't know. Kind of like with R. Kelly, we knew, but we didn't know. R. Kelly been telling that about this, but we didn't know. So with Jada, I want to go on record and say I apologize. I thought Jada was fucking crazy, but
I'm gonna have
it
to.
was Will running her crazy.
One good deed deserves another, so I'm gonna have to join you in that. I've been very hyper critical of Jada Pinkett, and I too must humbly apologize because at this point, I would have done the same thing in that position, and because of his success
Yeah.
and his status and celebrity, it's not that he was right, but he was the one that we liked, and for that we are in error. Please forgive us, Jada.
Yeah. That's a lot
So let
though.
me,
Go ahead.
yeah, absolutely. Let me go into the Jada Pinkett thing. Jada Pinkett just wanted a normal hetero alpha male, and I think with her focus on Tupac. Yeah, fine, he has celebrity, but let's not make it about Tupac in particular. Let's just make it about a normal hetero male. That's what she wanted, and I want to share this with the family. This is psychology. I don't care what a woman tells you, brothers, and I don't care what women tell each other. The reality is, psychologically, if a woman cuts her hair, she's going through something. Press 222. I don't care if you understand or you don't. But if you at least heard me, press 222. If a woman cuts her hair short, she's going through something psychological. She feel like she's losing control. She may be depressed. I'm not saying exactly what she's going through, but it's something and it's not good. And it's a red flag. When a woman cuts her hair short, it's a red flag. When I saw Jada Pinkett go bald, I'm sorry.
No, I said wow, because I literally thought about every female I know, and that's fucking correct. That's accurate. Please continue.
Well, yeah, you can Google that as well. Studies show when women typically, 98%, I'm sorry, like 90% of all men in prison come from single family homes. This is all recordable. But when women cut their hair, she's women go through a lot of emotions already, but when she cuts her hair, she's on hyper mode, emotional, and it's spinning out of control at this point. She's losing control. This is something, she cuts her hair. I'm gonna start a fresh new me, a new start. I'm a born again virgin. Cut my hair, and this kind of represents a new start to her life. I digress. When I saw her cut her hair, I knew it wasn't. I knew it wasn't alopecia. I knew it wasn't. I said she's going through something. What she's going through, I don't know. But she's going through something. And let me say this about Jada. Jada wasn't all there to begin with. Jada Pinkett said she started masturbating at age 5. Her words, not
What?
mine. Her words, not mine.
Wow.
Remember, Jada Pinkett was an alcoholic for 20 years. Strong. She said she could drink big men under the table. Um, but nonetheless, when she cut her hair, I knew she hit her bottom. I knew she hit her bottom. Something was wrong. Now, did I want to blame her and just, oh, women are crazy and yada, yada, yada? Yeah, I wanted to do that. But Spirit told me, and I'm being funny when I say that, but Spirit told me there's something more at play. There's another layer to this onion. Is he the only layer? No, but is he a layer? Most indubitably. So now, TMZ, God bless TMZ. I'm being funny. TMZ, one of their reporters caught a picture of Will Smith and Dwayne Martin in Trinidad together exclusively. And that was not a smoking gun. Nope. Hey, well, these two homies, it's a bromance, we hang out. But it looked very intimate. And reports reveal that when Jada Pinkett found out that Will Smith was taking these exclusive romantic trips with Dwayne Martin, she felt upset. She felt embarrassed. She felt, of all things, jealous. My heart goes out to you. Why would you make your woman? If my lady's jealous of another woman, hey, it happens. You being jealous of another man, I don't know how that could feel. But anyway, so this was all coming out over time. And Dwayne Martin, you probably don't know him. I would say he's maybe lower. No, I don't think he's A. I say he's B-list. Is that a fair statement? What do you say, Minister?
Dwayne Martin would be he's right there with hanging with Mr. Cooper. Like, him and this is exact because Dwayne Martin has been featured in a lot of blockbuster movies, black movies. So, he is a known actor, better known for sitcoms than anything. Him and Lisa Ray had a couple seasons on a show called All of Us.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah. Then he came back with another show. I forgot the name of that. name of that one, but then he came back with another show. But and then as of recently, the last 6-7 years, he reemerged through the little fucking skit show. Him, Kevin Hart, Nick Cannon, all them had whatever it's called, the Real Husbands of Hollywood.
Okay, you on your shit right now.
Yeah, I'm telling. Listen, I be on this shit. So now, I think around the Real Husband Hollywood time frame, that's when him and Tanisha Arnold, not Tanisha Arnold, what's her name? Tanisha Arnold is Pam, Gina, whatever her name is.
Correct.
Tanisha, Tisha, whatever her name is, her. They were going through their bout at that time. Now, there's an interview with her that's out. She said after that divorce, she broke down crying. She was left flat, broke, like pockets flat, bank account zero, like she had to start from scratch. And she cut her hair. And
really,
I'm not body shaming, but you see her go from damn Gina to damn Gina.
Oh my God, you teaching
with the way she looked. You see what I'm saying? And then, as of 2-3 years ago, Martin and her and Pam, they all got back together. You know, of course, Tommy done passed on, but they're thinking about rehashing Martin, the show. And
right.
It opened up the conversation between why she left the show, because she filed a sexual harassment lawsuit on Martin. Now, Dwayne Martin came to the set by the whoop Martin ass. Martin had to call security. It's a lot out by these motherfuckers now. Martin called security to get Dwayne Martin off the set because Dwayne Martin found out that he was, harassed. Like, some of those scenes in Martin was pretty fucking intimate. Like, you wouldn't even think that she was married to anybody, nor Martin. Correct. Because like you would have thought they went together for real. Because there was the atypical black relationship in the 90s, early 2000s. You know what I'm saying? That was the black typical standard relationship. Everybody understood that shit. They never had kids. He operated a radio station. I don't know what the fuck she was a business exec somewhere. Got it, right? So she ended up leaving the show. I think Martin, I'm not sure what season, but y'all remember the show Martin stopped making appearances on the show at a certain point. And Gina stopped making appearances. It was just Martin. So it got real weird and awkward. But the point is, at that point, her and Dwayne Martin was already going through it at that juncture. So that shit makes sense with him and Whit. Well, it don't make sense, but I'm going to let you continue because I want to get to the part where Will Smith's assistant, which was Dwayne Martin's assistant too, by the way. But I want to get to that part. Go ahead.
So Will Smith has an assistant / best friend / whatever they got going on. And the assistant goes AWOL. And because, we are in the year or the age of podcasting. Like when I was a kid, nigga want to be a rapper, a basketball player, the president, a fucking astronaut. No, the number one job that most kids from 7 to 17 want is to be a YouTuber. So Will Smith's assistant goes rogue and goes on the most infamous celebrity trash talk YouTube channel on the internet, hosted by this girl named Tasha K. I didn't even know about Tasha K till Young Pharaoh went on her YouTube channel, her podcast, and that nigga was like Young Pharaoh was gone in that video. He whatever happened, that wasn't even Young Pharaoh. Anyway, so Tasha K, this is the same Tasha K that said lies and rumors about Cardi B and got found guilty. This is the same Tasha K that R. Kelly just put in his appeals to get out of jail. One of the reasons why I'm in jail is because of Tasha K. That's according to R. Kelly. This is the same Tasha K. So now Tasha K comes out and does an interview with Will Smith's best friend / assistant / whatever it is else they got going on, Lord knows. And he says that while they were in the, I don't know if you want to call it a studio or the production center or wherever the hell they was at, in one of the rooms, one of these mansion party rooms, one of these casting couch rooms, he had walked in, opened the door, and Will Smith was in the same position as he is on this thumbnail. And uh Dwayne Martin is behind him, penetrating him, according to the Tasha K video with Will Smith's best friend. This is all allegedly, obviously. And he's Conan the Barbarian on his ass. This is according to the best friend. And I found that to be very interesting. I had to hit the minister up because the minister and I said this about the relationship between Dwayne Martin and Will Smith. The minister and I said this maybe a year ago. So now this whole assistant testimony on Tasha K's YouTube channel ain't nothing but confirmation of what we already knew, because TMZ already busted his ass in Trinidad. Now, we didn't have a smoking gun, nor do we have one now, but all the roads, even Jada Pinkett, are pointing towards Will being the problem. And in this case, it's Will and Dwayne Martin.
Damn. You got the
So
clip?
yeah, but Will,
Do
the
you have
whole
the
Will
interview,
Smith.
bro?
I'm sorry.
The interview you're talking about. Are you able to play a smidget of the interview?
Let me see.
I know it's on her TikTok page because that's where I saw that on the girl you just said. It's on her TikTok page for sure. Where else I don't know, but you guys have to listen to what the assistant is saying. Like that nigga's like, listen, listen, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? And he basically saying that he had the key. They were looking for Will on set of some movie or whatever they was doing, and they couldn't find him. So he had the key to the dressing room. He goes to Will's dressing room. He wasn't in there. He goes to Dwayne's dressing room, opens the door, and he basically was like, he seen Dwayne Martin. He seen Dwayne Martin giving Will that casting couch action. In fact, they were on the casting couch. They were on the couch. Just make so fucking funny.
Stop it.
And Tasha K, I guess, asked like, "What did you do?" He's like, "Shit, I fucking froze." Like, what would you do? Like, if I walked in and seen like two famous, like, oh shit, like, and you're not like watching it like as in gawking. You're just like, what the fuck, man? I can't unsee that shit. What are y'all doing?
Right.
But he went into details about a couple other things too, dealing with Will, man. That I found I'm like, damn, this brother telling everything. He gave up more information than the supposed Tupac killer did about Puffy.
Stop it.
Huh? Come on now.
Yeah.
Blood rituals, sex, money, violence, sacrifice. This is exactly what their whole industry is, and it's been about that for a long time. That clip I got with Griff and the interview with the old girl, with one you trying to find right now, they say the same information about Will Smith, but they were years apart. Professor Griff dropped that shit like years ago about Will Smith. He was going in on Will last too, but to hear the interview, I'm like, yeah, it's just confirmation. It's confirmation.
Okay. I think this is it. Let's see.
Okay.
You looked at my Instagram. You see the hundreds of celebrities that I've done business with, done things with. And during the latter years of our relationship, Will was not my friend. I was his friend. I was around before they had Trey. Jada was the woman that everybody wanted. And Will needed that validation to have that type of woman.
You saw her say that Will Smith had a small dick?
Oh, I am saying to you, if a woman is used to something the size of a baby leg and you come in with a pinky toe, there's nothing you can do to please her. You can buy her 80 cars, you can get her 80 private jets. If she's itching for that baby leg, she want that baby leg. You can beat a person so much that they fall into submission.
And who needs enemies when they got friends like you?
Oh, I can tell you what goes on the inside. Everybody else is just speculation.
Somebody told me I made my pictures in the book. Your pictures in the book and your name is in the book. So I'm just like, you doing some real elegant flip. I'm blowing you up. I love that. I'm blowing you up.
This is what Jada makes the new people do. And I ain't gonna say new. They probably been there after myself, right? They will make you check into a rehab. And they'll pay for the rehab. Even though you're not on drugs, they're gonna pay for the rehab. And you have to go if you want to work with them. And then I've saw sexual acts that I walked in on.
Who'd you walk in on?
Him and Dwayne Martin.
Okay.
Hollywood is the hurry up and wait game. So 3 minutes later, after them telling me, hey, you got eyes on Will, we need him to come watch this. So I'm running all over the studio. He's not in his dressing room. I go to the cafeteria. I'm like, what? But I see his car there. I'm like, where's this guy at? So now I'm holding Dwayne down too, so I have the keys to his dressing room. So I'm like, yo, and they're calling I'm on walkie-talkie and they're calling my cell phone. Yo, we need to get Will here. I'm like, yo, kind of fuck down. Like, I'm trying to find this. Like, this is unlike him, right? So, all right, I open the door to Dwayne's dressing room, and that's when I see Dwayne and having anal sex with Will.
Let me process that for a second.
There was a couch.
Yeah.
Okay. Listen. Just like she just said, like, what the fuck? You heard it from the horse's mouth. Now he said people speculate. The nigga saw it firsthand. Wow. And if y'all haven't, go watch the entire interview though. Watch the entire. Have you seen the interview at all?
No, just the clips.
Okay, yeah. Watch the whole interview. That brother was like, I don't know if you're looking for a publishing deal. I'm not sure what's gonna happen with this shit. If they're gonna end up finding him on the live somewhere, but I don't know. What you think?
I don't think that man gonna be safe in certain places. I don't think he's gonna be welcome in Tinseltown. I think that's the other name for Hollyweird. I think his ass better stay out of California. I don't think his ass will be welcome at the Tyler Perry studio in Atlanta.
Absolutely not. Not Tyler. Tyler's another gatekeeper. Like I told you, Monique was telling y'all about Tyler Perry. Just telling Steve Harvey goofy ass too, because they wanted Steve Harvey to do some shit. Steve was like, he ain't with the bullshit. It's okay, we'll take all your shows in. And the only show he on now is Family Feud.
Ooh.
But right after Monique said it's the integrity game. Where's y'all integrity at as men? Y'all lose your integrity over a check, over a bag? Y'all worse than these fucking hoes out here, fucking for a bag. Now the bag is just a metaphor for whatever they want, clearly. But it's happening. It's happening. It's fucking happening. And when I said it on the Killer Pre-Show about Tupac, they got mad at me. Don't get mad at me. Just tell me what the fuck going on. Pay attention to it. Pay attention to it. And I'll say it again on this show when I make the statement about Pop. I said Pop was really a thug like that. You guys seen thugs. There's some real niggas who do some real shit out here. Rappers and everything. Real people doing some shit. Pop was a great actor. That's what I said. Great actor. He was another one. Jada just loved niggas who rap and act. I don't know what it is.
Ooh, teach.
And then with
Yeah.
Pop, Pop was supposed to be Kane on Men's Society. That's supposed to be goddamn Pop role. But they ended up making Pop, the dude Sharif, the Muslim dude, that was gonna be Pop, and Pop said fuck that shit and walked away from the whole script. But rightfully so, because after that he landed the role on Juice, one of the biggest movies ever.
Right. Well, that's all wise, right, and exact. Well,
It is. So, hey man. So for me, Jada, that's on us. We knew, but we didn't know. Now we fucking
right.
know. Cat
Yeah.
out the bag, or dick out the bag now. The dick out the
Sorry,
bag.
Jada. Sorry, Jada. You were right. Will out this itch tweaking.
And the words of Tony, that nigga was getting fucked.
That's right. Well, Minister, should we close?
Yes, sir, but I got a call at 4 o'clock. Everybody tapping in, man. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate it. Only on Crumb TV. Crumb, the man, the myth, the legend. We got some new shit coming y'all way too soon. So, I know we've been doing this podcast kind of behind the curtain like the motherfucker in the movie Yellow Brick Road shit, but behind to fruition in 2024 where you guys can see us in the flesh, do this podcast shit, take to the next level, man. Like it's just that time. Y'all deserve that. Y'all deserve for us to take to the next level and to go into another space with this thing in 2024 because as we can see, myself, I can't speak for Crumb, but myself, 8, 9, 6, 7, 8 years in the making, I have been a tinfoil hat wearing mofo. And I've been talking not the shit about Will, but just talking all kind of shit for the last almost 10 years now. And we're no longer conspiracy theorists anymore. I think we earned a little skin in the game for you guys to trust the information we're putting out. Of course, do your own research. Don't fucking lean on our word understanding. You're not a block of wood. Do your own research. But the point I'm making is it's time to elevate to another level with the show. Hopefully in 2024 we can bring it to y'all, man, and I'm excited for it. So again, thank you for having me on the show.
Absolutely, you're most welcome. Family, the minister's right. So, the least you can do is smash the like button. My birthday was the 15th, 11/15, Scorpio energy. Hit the like button for that. It's one click. It takes a second. It works for the algorithm. Consider that a gift from you to me. With that said, I want to thank. Oh, also, family, tap in. Minister, what's your Instagram?
Minister Informing. Now, I haven't been active on that page in a little bit of a while, but I'm gonna get back on it for sure. But Minister Informing. Go over there. Go to the YouTube page. And yeah, just tap in. I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all already tapped in, but tell a friend, shit.
Okay. Well, with that, family, I want to leave you the exact same way we came to you. In peace.
You are now watching Crumb TV.
You're watching Crumb TV.
This is Prema Asset in Los Angeles, Leimert Park, and you are now watching Crumb TV.
You are watching Crumb TV.
We're watching Crumb TV.
You are now watching Crumb TV. So subscribe.
I am the Grand Sheikah's Unity Temple number 80 More Science Temple of America, and you are watching Crumb TV.
Yo, this is that kid 179. You're now watching Crumb TV.
Crumb TV.